Throughout history, the world has had many scares that made people think the world was going to end. North Korea, the Cuban Missile Crisis, World War II, and don't forget Fortnite. I mean, literally all of them have made people hide in bunkers for months at a time with extremely limited amounts of sunshine. Some of the world's richest people have spent millions of dollars preparing for the end of the world. So welcome back to Top 5 Central, everyone, where today we're looking at 5 people who found secret underground bunkers. Be sure to leave a like on the video and you won't get hit with a super top secret huge explosion nuclear plutonium North Korea thingamajiggy. Also, for this video we're doing a poll. Where would you first go if a world-changing event hit kinda close to where you live? The grocery store, which is packed full of food, or a gun store for protection? Who will win and who will survive? Let's get into it. Number 5. So the thing about exploring is that not every adventure turns out the way you want it to. Like it or not, sometimes there are dead ends. I mean, when this guy found a hatch in the ground in an old World War II German territory, he was pretty sure he had found an underground bunker, when actually it was just filled with pipes. When you're faced with defeat though, don't give up like him, because after a little bit more looking around, he found what he was looking for.
Alright, we're inside the facility here. Look at that. You can see the iron bars. That is reinforcement coming out of the destroyed concrete there. This seems like a wooden sort of thing inside the... Look at that. Probably something they used to attach it. Maybe a doorway. Could have been a doorway here.
There was a full-on secret door built into a mountain of dirt, and what was inside was seriously cool. What he had discovered was a German stronghold with a long hallway leading to an underground facility. The place was pretty beaten up, but all the original structures were still there, and you could even still see the painted numbers on the wall. Even the defenses to guard against enemy soldiers were still intact, which made it an even more brilliant find. It just goes to show, even if the first thing you find isn't what you're looking for, don't give up, because you might be a little bit closer to success than you think. Number 4. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if looking around for abandoned bunkers is my whole job, I think they'd all start to look the same after a while. IKS Exploration had seen a fair few World War II bunkers in his time, but something about this one stood out to him. Basically, the building acted as an underground battle headquarters for the RAF, or the Royal Air Force, which had built plenty of bunkers around the world for radar, food rations, or other things. However, the really cool thing was how good of a condition it was in, because the whole building looked pretty much brand new. The red paint on the doors was still bright and shiny, and when they got inside, all the lights still turned on. As for the building itself, some of the original furniture was still inside, as well as a bunch of old communication equipment still built into the wall. So why was it all so new? Well, apparently the base was used after World War II, because it was needed again during the Cold War. Pretty cool, right?
What? But it's off, these are off.
Power. Yeah. Do it.
Turn it on.
Yeah. And then do the other one.
What's the other one connected to though?
It probably does the rest of it. There you go. What the hell?
Oh, I'm not touching anymore, mate. My heart's going already.
Nah, these all been cut open. It's just here.
The whole place is alight.
Number 3. Okay, be honest, if you saw a creepy ladder leading down into the dark, what would you do? Cause I don't know about you guys, but my first thought definitely would not be to climb down and have a look. With that said, that's exactly what Tom, aka Syndicate, decided to do. What he found was the perfect mix of creepy and awesome. At first, all he could see were trash bags and ketchup packets, but then he noticed a door built into the wall, and obviously, he had to have a look.
Whoa! What the? I'm down here. Whoa! Hello? Mate, it's tiny! It's literally one doorway and one room. I thought it was massive. Unless that goes through to something.
I mean, to be fair, the bunker they found was pretty small. It was basically just one room. However, it must have been enough for someone, because there was plenty of evidence that somebody had been living there. There were fresh oxygen pipes and the remains of a bathroom, as well as some stuff that just looked super gross. They even found what used to be the bed, although the real question is how they managed to carry a whole mattress down the ladder. I mean, clearly there's like a serious stuffing technique going on here. Number 2. So quick fun fact, most underground stations that were used during the Cold War have been turned into tourist attractions now, well, at least in the UK. That means seeing one in its original condition is super rare, and finding one that hasn't been flooded or burnt out is even rarer. That means that this nuclear bunker is actually even more of an awesome find than it looks, because everything is exactly where the people working there left it. Like, the asbestos fire blanket is gone, which I think we could all agree is, well, a good thing since it's like kinda deadly or whatever, but everything else is basically the same.
So guys, I'm going in here. This is, I think, been decommissioned for about 60 years. You can tell it's not been touched, it's still got the original sign here.
Yep.
So guys, the history down here is unreal. And the fact that I haven't seen one piece of graffiti.
In the ROC post, so we're going to get filled in with loads of information.
I mean, the timers in the wall still worked, and all the original signs were up on the wall. Even the original paint looked good as new. Even cooler, the cabinets were still stocked from the last time it was used around 30 years ago, complete with pots and pans for the tiny kitchen. All that aside, it might just be me, but I find it really cool that the chairs are all like stacked neatly in the corner. Like, it absolutely blows my mind that people actually lived and made a home of here. But what's your favorite part? Let me know in the comments. Okay, here's our honorable mention. Now, everyone on this list so far went looking for underground bunkers. What if you found one by accident? Sounds crazy, I know, but when this guy moved into his new apartment, he got way more than he thought he bought.
It's 10 o'clock at night here and I'm on my own at the house. But I've explored it thoroughly, so hopefully it'll be okay. Walking in the steps into the dungeon. Coming down.
Kinda confused? Well, basically what happened is this. The dude was exploring his new place when he came across something, well, weird. There was a square of the floor that looked exactly the same as all the others, except it had like a handle and came off completely when he pulled it. Turns out there was a super old stone staircase under there, and it gave him access to a whole floor underneath the building. There were different rooms, some bricked up windows, and even a large stone bed by the wall, which gave the whole place a super creepy atmosphere. Even weirder, he could hear his neighbors talking upstairs while he walked around, and he could stand directly underneath them without them even knowing. Part of me thinks he should be like celebrating all the extra space he got for his rent, but at the same time, this place freaks me out. I still think it's pretty cool, but he's probably gonna hear some really hurtful things that his neighbors say about him if he's like too loud or throws a party or something dumb like that. Number 1. I don't know about you guys, when I see a danger do not enter sign on a building, I normally do what it says. With that said, it's a good job these guys didn't, because what they discovered was absolutely awesome. I mean, they found a bunker that hadn't been opened in 20 years, and had a ton of cool stuff inside it to prove it. So the story goes that it was originally built during World War II, but it was needed again when the Cold War started. It was a super serious and intense place. I mean, it even had a radio tower to contact survivors after a freaking nuclear attack.
Ventilation.
Inside, there were loads of awesome tiny details, like a magazine from 1990, and even a copy of the Yellow Pages from the same year. The generators, the bathrooms, and even the kitchens were all original, and the sink still had vintage washing up liquid sitting on the side. In fact, some doors even still had the keys in the keyhole, like people had left in a hurry and just hadn't come back. And there's a video on the top 5 people who found secret underground bunkers. If you enjoyed the video and don't want to see a super top secret huge explosion, nuclear bomb, plutonium thingy-majiggy North Korea, please feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe so you see when we post a video. Also, don't forget to join in our poll of what would you rather do, grocery store or gun store in an apocalypse. With that said, hope you all enjoyed, have a beautiful rest of your day, and we'll see you all in the next video.